English listeners, are you all there? Or people who think that they could talk or speak or listen English because they think they can understand it, but then they realize they can't, and then I don't know. I have some short stories, random ones. I was writing, but please don't be mad if some stories sound like what the heck, that doesn't make sense. First of all, I will be honest with you all. I put it in translator because I was lazy. Second thing, I even realized now that there were some things in the text that wasn't even making sense, or were like, what the hell is that word doing here? There were like, So but we just start. I just wanted to make that sure before it says, yo, what the heck? Why is that like that and not like that? It should be mean that and not that. Okay, I have 3 stories for you all. And the first one is called Night Trip. So I literally named it like that. Because, I named it like that. Me and my friend Miri were on the way to her. Until just now, we were still at Wince's home. It was 10:30 p.m. and already dark. We were sitting in my car and driving along a long road with forest on both sides. I just drove straight ahead, while Miri just vibed with the music in the car, which is why I had a little smile on my lips. But just as the moon reached its peak, the music suddenly stopped. I gave Mary a confused look to see if she turned the music off herself, but to my surprise, she was also visibly confused. For a moment there was an awkward silence. I asked her why she turned the music off, whereupon her eyes widened until she said she hadn't touched the music player on my car. Now we were quiet. For a moment I thought she was playing a trick on me, but I could see in her eyes that she meant what she said. Seriously. A cold shiver ran down my spine. It was rare to see Miri so serious. I drove on and didn't worry about it until the music player suddenly turned on again. I flinched briefly, and Miri let out a short scream. Out of reflex, I stepped on the brakes and we stopped. By now, it was already 11:30 p.m. I looked at Miri, who looked at me frightened. Frightened. I hope I said correctly. We didn't talk about it anymore and listened to the music for a while until I slowly drove on again and out of the forest to Miri's house. It seemed as if Miri had already forgotten this event, and so we didn't talk about it again. And Okay, let's go on with Missing Girl on Train. And it could be happening that here are the first things, because here were many things not correctly, and I'm really sorry about that. But yeah. Let's go. It has been 7 years since Kiki was last seen on a train. She wanted to go back to her mother's homeland with her, but the train was full. Here stands stop, but it was literally full. And her mother only noticed that she was gone when the train already moved on. And there was no trace of her. You couldn't see her on cameras because there were hardly, and there weren't any photos, as if she had never existed, as if her mother was crazy. 12 years passed. The mother died, but shortly after her death, legends arose about a little girl who exactly matched with the description of her mother, exactly 19 years ago. However, people continued to assume that she was a simple child, and so it was never revealed what happened to her. And now we come to Rex and Asteria. Even here are probably some mistakes, so I apologize again. Okay, let's get started. When the moon is at its highest point in the sky at night, you can see a light purple shimmer in the forest. A girl in a long white dress with silky long blonde hair and ocean blue eyes always appeared in that shimmer. She's called Asteria. Today she appears again. With her soft and calm voice, she sang by the river, unaware that there was a young man in the forest behind her. He had thumbslet brown hair, emerald green eyes, and unlike normal people, he had fluffy fox ears. He is usually here at night by the river, but when he saw this beauty, his breath caught. But Asteria noticed him as he took a step closer and asked in a clear voice who he was. And even though he mumbled, she heard the name Rex. She also introduced herself, but much more confidently than he did. They began to meet more often. After many moons, he brought her a red rose. She hugged him wordlessly and stuck the rose in her head. In her hair. But secretly, both hoped that one day they could be more than just friends. And yeah, I guess that is. Yep, I guess that was all. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. in English. And yeah, see you next time.